Alright, what's going on everybody? Ghost Dog Gaming, and today is the day, the battle of the i6s. We've got our Sakura GT20 fully stripped down with nothing on the car other than the body parts and the interior. I went ahead and fixed the tires, I repaired everything. I haven't built the engines yet, but I've got the GT20, and then we've got the Nissan Fairlady Z. So what we're going to do is, the idea here is we're going to rebuild both cars. Everything is going to be stock parts with the exception of the engine and the exhaust. Anything that can be a high performance part, we're going to use high performance high performance parts. So gearbox, transmission stuff, anything engine based, anything muffler or exhaust based, we're going to put in performance, and then we will see which one is the faster of the two. So before we get started, go ahead and make your votes and make your predictions. Obviously, if you're watching this now or if you're watching this on YouTube, which one will be faster, the GT20 or the Fairlady Z? As much as I like Nissan, I really hope that the Fairlady Z is the faster one. So I'm going to go with that. But first, we're going to build the GT20 because I already have the engine here set up for it. I stripped both engines down, so I do have to go back in and figure out what parts or what engine the Nissan is. I know it's an i6, but there was should we put ceramic brake discs in there? Yep, let's do it. So we need 6. Oh, do we need 8? I don't know. Let's just grab 4 for now. We'll just grab 4 for now. All right, and then we're gonna get our pistons, obviously, and our. Oh, just saw the alternators too. Let's go ahead and grab 2 alternators because I think we're gonna need both of them. And then our fuel pumps. Sorry, fuel filters, fuel pumps, and then our pistons. I'm gonna go ahead and grab 12 because we need 6 for each one. And then our clutch release bearing, and then I don't know how many crankshaft caps. I think a couple of them might be broken. I'm not entirely sure, but we're gonna find out in just a minute. Oh, we need our piston rings. Oh, silly me. Actually, hold on. Before we do that, let's see. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're gonna need 10. 10 crankshaft bearing caps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so we're gonna need 4 more. So let's go ahead and grab those. Excuse me. And then we're gonna grab our piston rings here, and we're gonna go obviously grab 12, and then our i6 filters. Okay, these are pretty much generic now, so we're gonna just plug and play, plug and install, plug and assemble. It's not plug and play because you gotta build the rest of the car first. Let's see, we need 12 of those, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so we need 3 more rod caps, 4 more rod caps, right? So I only had 3 bad ones, though. You can tell that this is the kind of like this, I would say the stock inline 6 engine, obviously. I am excited to see how fast or how much power the Nissan fully kitted out engine puts out. We have done this before, where we rebuilt a on YouTube. It's in there. I don't have it really categorized well, but we did rebuild a Carrera GT with high performance parts and a Jaguar XJ220, which were both 6-cylinder cars. And were they V6? Six-cylinder V6? I think they were. Let's see, hold on. Oh, I did need one more. All right, let's go ahead and buy one more. Sorry, but oil pan. Well, no. i6 oil pan. Huh, really? There it is. I don't know if we, I feel like the oil pan was on both of them. Oh, maybe it was just bad. It was just messed up. Okay, water pump pulley. Go ahead and grab that, and then we'll get our, oops, our performance part up here. This is just engine head. So we need a i6 engine head. Oops. Just regular, there it is. All right. Ah, and our camshafts, of course. And then we're going to need a whole ton of camshaft bearing caps. This is actually almost identical to, did I buy? Okay. Oh, there's our fuel filters. Go ahead and put that guy on there. Our carburetors, so we can get those, camshafts, and spark plugs. Let's go ahead and grab our spark plugs. I didn't grab any of them, so we'll go ahead and grab 12. And then there's also our carburetors, but first our camshafts, just i6, 2 of those. I don't know how many camshafts the other one needs, so I'm not going to buy those. Oh, and there's our 2-barrel ones. And then our, what else are we looking for? Oh, we got them all. That was it. Spark plugs, camshafts, and then our carburetors. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. 7 camshaft bearing caps. Yikes. The Nissan one, I think, only has 1 camshaft, which was interesting. Round air filter. Okay. Is there a... Oh, there is. Yep, there it is. 2, 3. All right, let's go to our camshaft bearing caps for the i6. So we need 14 of those. Get this side draft on. There's a lot of red here, so I'm wondering if we want to paint the top, the engine head cover. I think we should, because I think it'll actually match the red filters and everything else. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll see if we can get it a pretty nice red, not like a weird janky color one. We'll work with the roughness and stuff. See if we can maybe shine. Oh, did I already buy? Oh, okay, I didn't buy one. Whew. I know there was something I think I already bought for these cars. I want to say it's probably for the suspension part though. So what we'll do once this engine is built, we will do the suspension for the GT20, the exhaust and everything. We'll rebuild the interior, and then we'll do we have an engine head cover? Ah, we do. Okay, let's go ahead and paint this guy first. We're going to do the suspension for the GT20. We're going to put the engine in, get all the fluids and everything on there, and then we will go ahead and paint it, get everything set up so it looks nice. Metallic. Yes. Metallic. It's a very bright red. That is making it darker. That is making it shinier. How clear do we want this to be? That is not clear. What makes it shiny? Metalness. Okay, that makes it a little bit brighter. I think the roughness is actually... I'll be honest with you. I can't tell a difference here. Let's just go with that one. Good enough. All right. What I was saying is we'll get the GT20 all set up and then we'll move over to the Nissan. And since we're over there, we'll go ahead and just do the suspension and everything. And then we'll come here, we'll work on the engine, and then we'll install the engine on the very last piece here. So, all right, timing chain, and then we got our timing sprocket, obviously. So we got to make sure we don't forget the sprocket either. Timing chain, there it is. Timing chain sprocket. There it is. Okay, no crankshaft pulley, ignition distributor. Alright, so we can get our crankshaft pulley. I'm going to get 2 of them, just because we probably going to need more than one. Oh, and our our serpentine belt. We're going to need it's a B, so I'm assuming we're going to need an A as well. So may just take a chance and get serpentine belt A as well for the i6. Just because I don't want to have to keep coming back to this. Oops. Alright, so now our ignition distributor A. There it is. Our rotor, our ignition distributor cap, and then our i6, just regular i6 ignition. There we go. Let's get this bad boy installed here. Boom. Look at that. See? Knew it. Knew it. Knew we needed it. Good news is about building these things with like high performance parts is you have spare parts now, you know, for other cars, especially if they're like generic ones, like the ignition distributors and that sort of thing, alternators and stuff. Oh, where'd our clips go? There they go. You'll be able to use them on other cars. Some of them that are pretty specific. There you go, a little bit tongue tied there. I just sell them because it's not really worth the holding on to them. But there you have it. There's our i6 engine for our GT20. So let's go ahead and let's get the other interiors installed first. And windshield washer? Yeah, didn't think we had one. Okay, it was worth a shot. Okay, our fuse box. Where are we at? We're already here. Let's go ahead and get our radiator. Wait a minute, where's... Does this thing not have a fan? Oh man, this thing doesn't have a fan, nor does it have a power steering. Interesting. Alright, well, didn't know that. Alright, just gonna get to our electronics here. What was it? 311. 311. Okay. Red, blue, tan, blue. So one red, tan, 2 blues. Oh. Alright. So everything is done there. Let's go ahead and install the engine. And then I think since we're here, we can go ahead and fill up the fluids. Now, this is a bit of a tricky engine because it requires you to raise it, put everything on there, and then you have to bring it back down to put the exhaust manifolds on the side. So we do have to kind of, bounce this thing up and down a few times on the lift. But other than that, that's like the only thing about this inline 6 that you have to do, which I think is kind of silly. I think you should be able to just put the exhaust manifolds on, but who am I, right? Alright, let's go ahead and we'll work on the back first. Yep. Ah, man, I thought, I could have swore I bought a couple of fuel tanks and stuff already. I guess I didn't, but could have swore I did. Oh, let me just go ahead and buy another one. Okay, we've got the performance fuel pump. Yep, there it is. Okay. Okay, so we need 2 solid axle control arms. 2 solid axle control arms. So we got 2 rubber bushings for the back. Hey, what's up, Par? How are you doing, buddy? Well, I'm just going to go ahead and get 20 of these. Today, we are working on, I'll go ahead and back out and show you. We're having a battle of the inline 6s. We're working on a Sakura GT20, which has a inline 6, DOHC, which I'm assuming is dual overhead cam.
I finally got some sleep.
Hey, there you go. Good job. Nice, you got some better sleep. That is always good. But this is a GT20 inline 6, and then we have the Nissan Fairlady Z, the one that we actually got, I think the other day in the car auction. I think we actually got that. This is actually the last Nissan that we need for the DLC as well. But that one also has an inline 6. However, this one has a single overhead cam, so I am curious to see which one is going to be faster on the drag strip. I am really hoping with performance parts, it's the Nissan Fairlady Z because I'm a huge Fairlady Z fan. But who knows? We'll see.
How much is the DLCS?
So the DLC, it depends on what kind, which one you get. The Nissan one, I want to say, is maybe like $4 or $5. There was one in there that it was a bit high. It was, I can't remember which one it is too. And because I bought them, it doesn't tell me now. But there was one in there, I think that was like, I want to say it was like $12, and that was a bit high, but I ended up getting it anyways because I think it was like the last DLC that I needed. It might have been the BMW one. 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we need 3 more of those leaf spring U-bolts. But usually the DLCs are anywhere from, I don't know, 3 to maybe $8, $9. It really just depends. They're not bad.
What do you do with scrap?
What do I do with the scrap? So there's a few things you can do with it. I'll show you in just a minute. Let me finish this tire. Oh. I'll get this rim retro 9. They're all the same. I'll actually show you what we do with the scrap right now. Okay, so say you've completely built this car and you have a bunch of inventory, right? Not the green stuff. This is obviously 100% parts. This is because we're building. But all these parts here, pistons with con rods, the piston rings, all these things that are like red, yellow, orange that you can't repair. Excuse me, that you can't repair at the table, right? Like it won't let you repair the pistons or the piston rings. You can do two things. One, you can go in here and you can hit X to sell the part, right? Or you can hit triangle and you can sell any part and you could adjust the percentage, right? So if you say, I want to sell all the parts that are below 30% and hit X, it will take every part that is below 30% and instantly sell that. Or what you could do is once you upgrade your car garage long enough, you get this thing called the scrap box, aptly named, because you can go in here into the salvage section and you can actually hit X and start scrapping, right? Parts. So you can hit triangle and it'll scrap all the parts below a certain price, right? And it gives you like a certain scrap. Or you can hit X and you can try and salvage. And if you hit X in the yellow, you get one scrap. If you hit green, you get two scraps. If you hit four, you get the big scraps. And then that adds to the blue up there in the top. Well, that blue up there in the top, if you hit R1, tabs you over to your upgrades. So if you wanted to, I could upgrade this alternator and give it a star value. So you can see where I'm at. I'm currently at 0 stars, so it's 150. It's valued at 150. Its performance is 1.5%. For 14 scraps, I can upgrade it to the right, which is 1 star, and I get an extra 0.15% performance. This is cool. It's nice. It gets pretty costly to a certain point, which, you know, if you're not going to be able to build unless you're scrapping parts all the time, you're not going to be able to build all your cars as 3 stars in the beginning. I think there was at one point, I think I had like 8,000 scraps, which was nice. I was able to do a couple of cars that I really had a lot of investment in to make them all 3 stars, which was cool. But it did get very costly, and I dropped down to I think I was in like 200 scraps. So it was actually, you know, very costly to upgrade it all the way to 3 stars. But in the end, you know, I had the car that I wanted, you know, at a 3-star value, which was kind of cool. Let's see. You also get those blue scraps out of, where are they? They're over here somewhere. Oh, I saw one. That. These cases. So if I open this case, underneath one of these cards is XP, which is the green one, scrap, which is the blue, and then credits, and then I can get either a barn map or an additional case. So I'll just pick one at random. So that one, see, we got 3,900 credits, and then we'll go with the middle one. Boom, we got 656 XP, which is nice if you're trying to level up. But for us, I mean, I'm already level 50. Once you get to level 50, there's not really much you can do. So it doesn't really help me to get XP, which I really think they need to fix. They should fix something like that maybe in the next game. Once you hit level 50, the XP card goes away, and it's now like, you know, you can trade in your XP for whatever you want, whether that be credits or scrap or something like that. I think that would be pretty cool. So, all right, we are going to move on to our muffler section, but we're going to go for the high performance. Let's get our middle muffler and then our V8 one first, because we know where those are. And then I think that's just a front exhaust section, right? Front exhaust section for i6. Okay, front exhaust section, i6, there it is. Okay, install this guy, install this guy. And then we can't install this guy yet. Oh wait, no we can. Because we already got the engine in. Alright, so we need a gearbox for an i6.
If you don't mind me asking, what's your favorite car you fixed?
Ooh, my favorite car that I fixed? That's a tough one. I have fixed a lot of cars in this game. Honestly, I have fixed a lot. A lot of these cars that are in this alley, I have already fixed, with the exception of a few, like the M8 I haven't fixed yet. There are some that I just, just haven't gotten around to. Obviously, I'm saving it for like the next, the next stream or that sort of thing. I think probably I don't want to say it's my favorite, um, but two that I enjoyed fixing. One was obviously the Eleanor car from Gone in 60 Seconds. I really enjoyed that one. That one we actually did, I think, 3-star engine parts. But probably one of my favorite ones was this one. This is the Salem 1500 pickup truck. I do like this body style of pickup truck, but it's one of the first that I've ever built with upgraded parts. Um, and the coolest thing about it is I like the candy apple red paint that we put on it. Obviously, the slick tires that are on there. But the other thing about it is, on the outside, it just looks like a normal 1500, pickup truck. But under the
That's a
engine,
nice car.
obviously, it's a bit of a sleeper truck because it's got, a V8 supercharged engine in it. So, you know, at a stoplight, everybody thinks it's just a normal truck, but when you pop the hood, it's obviously like, oh crap. So I think it's kind of one of my favorites. I really do enjoy this one. I also enjoy building a lot of the. Let me go ahead and swap this guy back over. Um, I liked building the
There's a
Paganis.
monster
Um,
inside.
yeah, there's a monster inside that inside that truck, and that's the other thing too. It's like just little things like that. It's that you can do with this game. You can do that sort of thing, and people are like, oh, I didn't know you could put that engine in here. I didn't know you could do this to that car, and that's where the Reddit comes in too. It's like, I understand a lot of the people on Reddit may have, engines and mods and stuff like that on the game that, I can't do on the PlayStation. But it still gives me some ideas, and I'll look at some cars and I'm like, oh crap, I didn't know you could, like, man, that's a great idea. Like putting, you know, V8 this into this type of car makes it look pretty gnarly. You know what I mean? So that's I'll get ideas from there and I'll go from there. Oh, we forgot to fill up the brake fluid. That is it's a bit important. We're gonna need to be stopping when
If
we
you
go to
could, would
test
you
this
mod the
thing.
game?
Could I mod the or would I mod the game? I'm not really big into modding games. I think the game is good the way it is right now. If I could mod the game, no, I take it back. I would mod the game. If I could, I would. But I wouldn't mod it to where you can to like be able to do ridiculous things. The mods that I would do would be to improve the gameplay. I would probably have some sort of mod that would give me like either an AI helper or something that would allow me to have co-op, right? Like if you, for example, wanted to jump into my garage and help me build that Nissan over there while I'm working on this GT20, you can, right? You'll have access to my bank, you'll have access to buy parts and things like that. And Farming Simulator does it. You have the ability to regulate what people can and can't buy and that sort of thing. But have that same aspect here. Um, and you would also be able to, was that suspension arm A? It was. And but also have the
That
ability to
would be
like
fun.
turn things off, right? Like, hey, no, I don't want this. This person can come in, but they can only build and put parts on a car, but not buy parts and stuff, right? Um, and so something like that, where there's like, or like an AI helper, that would say, hey, while I'm working on this, install the rear suspension onto this car, and your AI guy will go, on it, right? But it's not like an instant thing. This is where I get from Tank Mechanic Simulator. I don't know if you've heard of that or played that, but I played that. And Tank Mechanic Simulator had an AI system where you could actually tell somebody else, I'm assuming it's an AI, to fix a part of the tank. And there was a timer on it. Like, okay, I'll fix the tread of the tank, but it's going to take 15 minutes. And it's like 15 real minutes, right? Which I like because it doesn't, it makes it, somewhat reasonable. It's not like you're just instantly fixing the tread on the tank. Um, so there's that. Well, you can have an AI worker, that is working on another part of the car that you can stop and interrupt at any point in time. Obviously, you don't want to sit there and be like, okay, do this, and then have to wait for him. Um, but be able to have a timer saying, okay, it's going to take him 15 minutes to rebuild the rear suspension. But as you level up, here's where you could maybe throw in another skill tree, right, for the AI worker. So like maybe he gets faster, right, or maybe he becomes, he's more efficient. So he doesn't take as many breaks, or something like that. So in terms of modding the game, that would be what I would mod. I would mod something to make it, is it user friendly? Is that the word I'm looking for? Um, I don't know, not more interactive. I don't know. That's about it. I would also mod it so that it's VR capable for the the PlayStation
Quality
VR
of life.
2. Quality of life. That's it. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, quality of life. I would also mod it so that it's VR capable because I think being like working on a car in VR. Now they do have Car Mechanic Simulator that is in VR, but it's actually for the old PlayStation system, so it's not as good, unfortunately. Um, but I mean, it does exist. So, all right, let's fill this guy here. It kind of looks like we're pouring brake fluid on our air filter here, but we're not. Okay, and then last but not least, we've got to add our exhaust manifolds. But this is obviously a high performance part. Did you get the game part? Did you say you did? I can't remember if you said you got the game or not, or you were thinking about it. You were thinking about getting it, right? Is that what it was? I6. Yep, there we go. And this should be the last. This should be the last part.
Y'all last night.
Yeah. You got it? Nice. Sweet. Well, congratulations and welcome to the Car Mechanic Simulator world. Okay. I think these are just generic seats. I don't think. What is this? Yeah, seat fabric 3, steering wheel 15. What was that? Seat 3 fabric B? Let's see if there's seat 3 leather. I don't think fabric. No, we're going to go with leather. And then steering wheel 15. Oh, there it is. Okay. That. How far have you gotten in the game? Yeah, I know you probably did you just start yesterday or let's get our we actually should be able to fix a lot of these parts, which is going to be super nice. Um, because it's actually going to save us quite a bit of money. I don't know what
to LVL5.
level 5. Okay, cool. Um, I mean, a bit of a tip for me or from me, I would recommend. Um, there is what is the skill tree? Let me go look at the skill tree really quick. There is trying to find the examining parts. Save those for last. You don't need those. I'm trying to find the one. Is there one that gives you? Let's move faster. You don't really need to move fast yet. Um, I would say like the screwing speeds uh, and the mounting speeds would be the first two that I would look into and work on. And the way the skill tree works is once you click on it, it expands everything to the
Okay.
left and up, right? So if you go up 4 to this one, to fast hands, it will actually unlock, or not unlock, it will allow you to click this one, this one, this one, and any one on the sides here. So you can kind of like mosey your way around. And then, of course, obviously, once you start getting money, you'll be able to get things like this, like your garage expansions, You'll be able to customize, get an extra lifter, get some more tools. The tablet, if you have 500 credits, buy the tablet right now, because that's what happens when I hit square. It takes me straight to the shop instead of you having to come over to the computer and hit X every time and then go back and then hit the computer
I
and
bought
then
it
go back.
already.
Yeah, that's super super critical. I was gonna say if you haven't bought it, buy it now because it's super important. But yeah, you're gonna love the game. It's a lot of fun. Okay, let's add these guys. Oh, we're gonna fix these parts. We've got. And then the door. Sweet. All right, so all the body parts have been fixed. So we're just gonna have to get the Sakura. Ooh, I like those smoked out lights.
What's your dream car?
My dream car, that is going to be a R34 Skyline. Yep, that is it. Nissan Skyline, R34 model, obviously.
Nice.
Problem is I don't have. I think you can actually import them now because it's 2024. But yeah, don't have the money for that, unfortunately. Not yet. What's your dream car? Is there a particular one that you like? I do like. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cough in everybody's ear. I do like the old um, Fox body style Mustangs.
1969 SS
Oh
Chevelle.
yes, the old Chevy, the Chevelle SS. That is a good car. That is a very good car. Whoa, hold on. Did that say 99%? Did I not buy the windshield? I thought I bought the windshield. Am I not in the right car? Oh, I bought the Fairlady Z. Oh my God. I was like, hold on a minute. Something isn't right. Gosh dang it. Well, we have multiple right windows now for the Fairlady Z. It's okay, we need it anyways, but I don't think we needed that many. Alright, now we're going to get our standard plate. And then, is Japan on here? I don't know if Japan's on here. Let me see. HI. Oh, Japan's not on here. Alright, we'll just go with a standard one then. I was going to put Japanese license plate on the Nissan. Because I did that for the... is this... Hold on, I got it. I'm paranoid now. I don't know if this is... Yeah, okay. Do we not have a left mirror? I thought we pulled a left mirror off. Maybe we didn't. Okay. Trying to think what sort of color we could go with this. Okay, let's check. Everything's 100%. Perfect. Okay, so because we're actually going to be taking this out onto the drag strip, we are going to need to...
Banana yellow.
Banana yellow. See, I was thinking like a burnt orange, but let's see what like a burnt or like pumpkin orange. You know what I'm talking about? Like I don't want to say like the Dukes of Hazzard orange, but kind of like that color. You know, something that will make the smoke lenses pop. I think would actually might look pretty good. But let's see, banana yellow, banana yellow.
Yeah,
Was it
rustish.
actually? Yeah, rustish. Yeah. Okay, so factory color. There is no banana yellow, so we're about to make our own Factory Yowzers. I forgot that chrome one's still there. Is that banana yellow? That's banana yellow. Banana-ish yellow. I like that, actually. All right, let's see what metallic looks like. Whoops. That's solid. Metallic. Nah. Metallic looks weird. Pearl. Ooh. I like pearl. Keeps the banana yellow color, but adds a little bit of a sheen to it. Matte. Chrome, too much. Chameleon. Obviously, it changes the color a little bit. Matte chameleon. And then custom. Gloss. Actually, gloss doesn't look too bad, too. Let's see what's... Oh, and there's no liveries for it. Okay. All right. So, let's see. Gloss or pearl? I think gloss has a little bit more sheen to it over pearl. Yeah, it does. All right. Gloss it is. Banana yellow. All right. So, taking it back to the car lift. I'm not going to put on the dyno yet until we are done with the Nissan because I want to run them back to back and see. I don't want to sit there and know that one has a particular horsepower over the other just yet. We're going to do it all at the same time. So let's go ahead and get our rest of our car.
I bet it looks good outside.
Yeah, we're going to put them both outside too once we get the once we get everything else set up. Let's get our leaf plate. Sorry. That was a pretty bad coughing fit. Had to mute myself for that one. Rear knuckle housing B. Actually, now that you mentioned it, Par, I'm calling you Par, by the way. I don't hope that's okay.
Or anything like that. 1 viewers, -1, alarm.
I don't have a Discord channel, no, but I do have a Discord. If you want to send me a message,
and it's no problem.
Through yeah, send me a message through Twitch. I'll give you my Discord. These are some thick tires. Dang. I didn't realize how much width and profile there were on those. I would have dialed it back a little bit. Holy cow, that thing looks like it's ready for a freaking drag strip run. Oh, jeez. It's a bit much.
Okay, but what were you going to say?
Now that you mentioned the scraps, I'm gonna see if I can start, instead of selling, because we got plenty of money. I think I'm gonna start scrapping all the extra parts, like the used ones, so that I can have spare scrap to start building like 3-star parts. Because I would really like that Mustang Mach 1 that we found yesterday in the car auction. I would like to put 3-star parts on that car, like as many as I could, right? Because that's a pretty awesome car. I like that style car. So that's like one of the very few Mustangs I really like. Wheel hub, okay, and then okay, so we need one solid rear axle drive. There it is. And I think I got the drum cylinder, and I got everything else here. Cylinder, shoe. Yep. Brake drum. Perfect. And then hold on. Yeah, I'll take all the tires are the same. Okay. Okay, let's get so that's Fairlady Z. Okay, this is obviously going to be some aftermarket parts here. And then I knew we had brake drums on the back, but I didn't want to like accidentally buy the wrong piece. All right, there's our Fairlady Z. I think there's a middle muffler there too, right? Is that a middle muffler? And is that a catalytic converter too? Oh, it is. Nice. All right, so we got a middle muffler, and then our catalytic converter. And then this is a different front exhaust section for the i6. There it is. L24. Oh, it's got a Nissan emblem on it. Sweet. I'm going to hold off on putting that one in, though, because I'm not sure if it's going to interfere with the engine, because there's some parts here that are going to interfere. If you put the front exhaust section in, it won't let you put the engine in. I know it seems kind of silly, but it's just the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. Okay, this is front steering knuckle. Okay, so we're going to need one front steering knuckle, and then we're going to need 4 more rubber bushings. What was that? D, and then 4 more of these rubber bushings, because we only have a lower assembly arm, or sorry, lower suspension arm to install, because the other one, this one, utilizes a different type of shock absorber. Front sway bar B. Oh, I bought 2 of those when I should have bought 4, because we're building 2 cars here. Oh, and we need a steering rack. Oh, we only had 1 steering rack. Okay, and then our sway bar and links. I don't know, Par. What do you think? Do you think the Nissan is going to be faster than the GT20, or do you think the GT20 is actually going to be faster? Wait, what is this? Whoops. Front wheel hub. We do need more brakes, don't we? Yep. Let's get our front wheel hub first, though, because we do have 1 left. There it is. And then 2 brake pads.
GT20, I just got a feeling.
The GT20. Okay. All right. I'd be interested. I'm interested in seeing. I really hope, I just really hope the Nissan is faster. Just because I like the Fairlady Z like body style and everything. It's just such a cool looking car. But I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping the Nissan is faster. I'm going Nissan with my gut here. But we'll see. We'll put them on the dyno, and I have seen cars that are on the dyno that have less horsepower, but have better gearing, so they are actually like quicker and are able to get to a higher top speed. So, like the XJ220 was actually less horsepower than the Carrera, but it was faster than the Carrera, which was kind of wild to me. Where are we? Oh, front end link. I was like, why can't we put on this tire? All right, we're gonna lower this guy down and let's put the extra inside engine parts in first, and then we'll work on the brake servo. And then that is a radiator C battery. Do we have a battery? Wait, I think we do have a battery. Hold on a minute. Is there a battery charging? No, no battery charging. Oh well. I thought we had a battery charging. All right, so we need radiator C, our windshield washer. This one also doesn't have power steering. This is gonna be fun. Oh, we already got it. Perfect. So we don't have to go over there. Okay. So now for the electronics department. Well, I do. Well, I do like the fact that the electronics department is separate from here. It does add a little bit more to it. I kind of wish it wasn't. I kind of wish it was all in the same engine thing, just because it makes it easier. Like maybe not have an electronic store, just have like an electronic tab in the parts list. But it is what it is. All right, so blue, tan, red, red. Okay. All right, all the insides are done. All right, so this is an i6 single overhead cam L24. So when we go over here, we have to make sure that we build the right engine. There it is, i6 single overhead cam L24. Because if we build the wrong one, it won't let us install it in the car, and then it gets absolutely Oh, an i4 filter. Really? Really? I didn't know that. Okay. Interesting. All right, well, hey. We have an extra inline 6 engine oil filter now. Okay, and I think we need to get our... Yes. Our clutch plate, our pressure plate, and our flywheel. Okay. Whoa, that's a bit close. Let's do the crankshaft here. And our last one. Okay. This one goes a lot faster because it's a DLC, and I think some of the DLC cars you don't have to. It's just like a quick bolt that goes into the crankshaft bearing caps and the rod caps, which is nice. It doesn't have that extended long rotating sound, so it doesn't take as long to bolt these guys in. Boom. Oil pan. Perfect. All right, let's rotate this bad boy back. Engine head. Okay. For a i6 L24. There it is. See, this is only a single cam too, so might not be as fast, but it's gonna look cooler. And that's what's really important, right, guys? It's got to look cooler. Exhaust manifold. All right, let's go ahead and get our i6 L24, and then our camshaft caps and rocker arms. There's so many rocker arms and camshaft caps. I think there was 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 5. All right, so 5 camshaft caps. And then we got a tab all the way over to the rocker arms. And I think we need 12 of them because there's 6 cylinders here. There they are. So we'll go ahead and grab 12. All right, let's start here. We'll get these guys put together. Good news is the rocker arms, though, are only like a single screw, and they're pretty quick, so... The crankshaft bearing caps, or sorry, the camshaft caps, I'm sorry, the camshaft caps are the ones that are a little bit longer bolts, a little bit longer screws to get in there, but kind of hold a pretty important part to the engine, so get these rocker arms in here, and then we'll work on the exhaust manifold, which actually, the exhaust and intake manifold are on the same side of the engine, so they kind of intertwine with each other. Oh, and our spark plugs on the other side. Don't let me forget those spark plugs on the other side. And then what we'll do, we'll actually look and see if we can paint the engine head cover as well. Why not? Let's go ahead and get these spark plugs in here. There is going to definitely be some sort of ignition wires. Ah, yes, and then our camshaft. which obviously there is an aftermarket part for it. We just got to find it. i6 L24. There we go. Okay. We do have an intake manifold here too. I'm pretty sure intake manifold is also... Yup. It's over here somewhere. Just gotta find it. There it is. L24. Alright, and then our cam gear. Not too bad. Cam gear is right over here. i6. Oh, is it just an i6? Hold on. No, it's an i6 L24. It's a specific one. Biggest engine in the game is the V12, which is in the, well, no, I'm right. It's the, so the V12 engine is the biggest engine in the game. That's non-DLC. But then when you go to the DLCs, you have the Paganis, which are all 12 cylinders. But theirs are a little bit different. Oh, timing cover B. We need to cover that. Or buy a new one. That one is not looking good. Sorry, I didn't mean to cough in y'all's ear. Alright, better. Timing shoe A. Wait, A. Is there a B? Yeah, we could have painted that. Oh, an I4, an arm, water pump. Okay, at least the water pump's good. Whew. And of course, we didn't buy a water pump pulley. Sometimes I forget that I'm building two cars because I'm so used to building just one at a time. So, okay, so I4 arm ignition distributor. So let's go ahead and we'll tab over.
It's no problem. I can barely hear you cough.
Oh, good. I just don't like coughing at people's ears. It's kind of rude. Let's see. We need a I4 crankshaft. And then this is going to house our alternator, which of course we got the wrong aftermarket one. It's okay though, because we're probably going to use these aftermarket parts for the Mustang that we're going to be building. So I'm not too worried about like the alternator and that sort of thing. If we get the wrong part or something like that, we'll definitely be able to use it again. So it's not a big deal. And then our ignition distributor cap. I don't know if there's a specific one for the Nissan. So let's, I think it's just normal actually. Oh, no, it's actually for an i6. Okay, so we need to get one. There we go. Okay, let's get this alternator in here before we forget, because we are going to need some belts here. Serpentine belt A. And then our clips, correct? Yes. All right, let's tab back over to car parts. Get our clips. 2 of those, and then serpentine belt A. Obviously, the more DLCs that you get, the more parts you're going to have to sift through, unfortunately. I6. Is there a serpentine belt B? Nope. There's a fan though. There is no fancy aftermarket fan, so don't worry about having to have a fan here. It is interesting though that the other i6 did not have a what's it called? A fan or anything. All right, engine head cover for the i6 L24. Yes, we're going to paint this. Absolutely going to paint this. Silver is just not going to cut it. Everything else is kind of chromy and red on it, so let's see if the red looks a little bit better on this one. Engine head cover. Can I not? Hello? No! Just paint it? Boo. I thought we could paint that. That's a bit unfortunate. Alright, well, fine then. We'll just install it like it is. Okay. Ignition wires, and then carburetor. Carburetor first. There we go. See, this is what makes me think that the Nissan might edge out the GT20 because there are a lot of more aftermarket parts on here, like the carburetor and everything. So I'm wondering, I'm hoping that that's what actually does it. Like, look, we still have to put the air filter base on it, right? There's nothing fancy about this one. It's just a regular air filter base. So, uh, air filter base, there we go. But we do have an air filter, which we're going to go grab, which is also, again, another aftermarket part. Who knows? Air filter cover. I thought I repaired that. I guess not. See? Boom. Look at that. Okay. There we go. Whoops. Take the engine off. Put the engine in. Oops. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and fill up all the fluids first. Okay. Okay. Last but not least, we did our... Yeah, it's weird that we don't have, like... We've built, like, the last, like, 3 cars we've built did not have to have power steering, so I'm so used to filling another, like, power steering reservoir, and it's just not there. Kind of throwing me off. Kind of throwing me off a little bit. But, let's go ahead and get the exhaust section in. Oh, we need a gearbox. I6 L24 gearbox. And then we actually have a broken drive shaft, so we do have to fix that, I think. Yeah. This regular drive shaft. And then this should be the last. Okay. Down it goes. Oh man, it'd be pretty cool if we could just leave it like this patina color. It's like rusted and all that stuff. A real sleeper car, am I right? Problem is that that would just not work. The color would be nice, like the rust on it would be pretty cool, but it just wouldn't sit right with me, knowing that the GT20 was all nice and done up. Whoops, I think I sent it to the wrong one. Okay. What is this, the rear bumper? And the right fender. Okay. So rear bumper and right fender were the only 2 things that we could fix. Oops. Let's go ahead and get the interior done first.
The drag racing pack is the most expensive.
Oh, the drag racing pack is? I think that's just because it has the it's just the is it like just the what's the word I'm looking for? The like the mechanics of it for the drag race because like because I mean when I do like the speed test I just go to the speed track, you know what I mean? Like I don't have the drag DLC. That's honestly I think that's the only DLC that I don't have is the drag one because I don't think the drag one came with any cars, so I think that's another reason why I didn't get it. Or at least I didn't see that it came with any cars when I looked at it the first time. All right, so I don't think there's, yeah, I didn't think so. So we're going to go with the Fairlady Z. So we need front bumper, door, fender, door. We fixed the right fender, taillights, mirror, hood. And we did buy quite a few of the body parts already. Or the windshields already by accident because we thought we were in the GT20 section. Yeah, we actually have two windows, so there's that. Mirror, yep. Front license plate, standard. Oh, gotta take the rear license plate off. Whoops. Right tail light, rear bumper. All right, so this should all be 100% parts. Oh, we're missing a part. What? Oh, the leaf spring U-bolt. What are you doing? There we go.
What color are you going to go with?
That's a good question. I like the blue. I don't really have any blue cars like this. I would. Hmm, I don't know. Let's see. Let's go. It's complete. So let's go to the test path. We'll get everything set up here. I do like the forest green as well. I think it's a factory color that came with the car. Let's go
Midnight blue
to the
maybe?
yeah midnight blue. Yep. See that kind of blue. Like that's almost like like a Bayside blue, which would be the color of my Skyline if I ever got one. See, but that's gloss. I like the blue, but let's make it metallic. Yeah, look at that. That's nice. That's nice right there. And there's no liveries. Perfect. What sort of factory colors do we have? So we got red, more red. Ugh, green. Yikes. Look at that bronze. Bronze is brown, man. That was a paint scheme for the style back then, man. Tan, blue. Yeah, see, there's that midnight blue right there. There's that midnight blue. We'll just select it just to hold on to that spot. Gold, 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 green. Is this the dark green? See, there's the dark green. Then there's the burnt orange. So either the forest green or I kind of like the blue. Yeah, let's go with the blue. Go with the blue. Okay, we've got both cars built. So we're going to take the Nissan, going to move it to the dyno. We're going to test it, see how much horsepower we got. So our factory engine is 163 horsepower. That's minus all the performance parts and everything. So we're going to do the dyno. And actually, it is important when you go do a speed test or something like that to make sure that you run it through the dyno. Otherwise, the performance will be off. I actually saw that happen or experienced that myself. So let's start it. My guess with performance parts, we are going to be at 325. That's my guess. 325. $325. $325. Come on, give us something good. Higher than 325, I'll take. 241. Ouch. That hurts. That that does not give me confidence that this thing is gonna be faster than the GT20. All right, let's go to the first car lifter, and then the GT20 to the dyno. This thing probably already has more horsepower off to the start. 150. Okay. Given the number of performance parts, my guess is 265. 265. That's my guess. It's at 265. That's my guess. It's a very slow wind up. 233. Oh boy. Hold on a minute now. Hold on a minute now. So this guy is sporting 233. I think, what was the other one? 241? Did the Nissan have 241? 241! All right, here we go. We're going to the track. I gotta go this way, actually. Actually, first, hold on. Let me do this really quick. I want to see if I can scrap all these parts. Scrap parts that are less than 99%. I always do less than 90, below or equal to 99%. Boom. Look at that. 219 scraps. Done. Way easier. Okay. Speed track. Here we go. It's a straightaway track. We're going to take the Sakura first because I want to just kind of keep this. Okay. All right. Is it triangle? Yes. All right. Here we go. How fast? Actually, hold on. Let me back up to the very edge. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, we are flying! Oh my god. We probably have 4 gears here, so I'm not expecting much, especially out of 233 horsepower. Can we get to 175? Can we get to 200? Can we get to 200? 210? The color does look good. 220? 230. I don't think we're going to get to 240 before we hit the wall. Yep. Nope. 237. All right. 237. Now for the moment of truth. Will this car be faster than the Fairlady Z? I'm going to go ahead and move him to garage space number 2. All right. All right, here we go. Speed track. Yes. Fairlady Z. She's going to be faster. 100%. I have faith in it now. Now that I know we've got more horsepower and it's right-hand drive, easy. Look, it just sounds like it's got more. Oh, it sounds like it's got more horsepower. Come on. Ooh. Ooh, she's raring to go. Ready? Set. Go. Go, 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 go. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no. Seven, eight, nine. We are faster than the GT20 by just a little bit, too. Oh, it's okay. We're good. We made it. We're faster than the GT20, but just barely. Just barely. And I kind of like that. I kind of like that both these cars, obviously, they look like they've been built around the same time or the same year or close to the same year, have the same amount of horsepower. Um, but there you go. There it is. Our Fairlady Z has been completed and our Sakura GT20 both completed with the banana yellow. Actually looks really good in the sun. I'm very good. Good color choice, Par. Very good color choice. And then, of course, our close to midnight or Bayside Blue Nissan Fairlady Z. Yeah. So that's going to be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig into the parking deck that I have here and find some that I haven't built yet. Some that have kind of been sitting here for a while and build those. You know, like I've got this Rhino and this Piccolo. Obviously, those two need to be built. That was going to be a dual build kind of setup.
When are you going to stream next?
Probably Wednesday. Probably going to stream Wednesday. Probably around noon would be my guess. Just because that's kind of like the time that I can usually stream Wednesday around noon. Uh, yeah, we'll do the Rhino, do the dual build, dual Rhinos on noon. That'll give me a chance to um, break them down, take them all apart, get the engines kind of disassembled and everything. So, but then after that, this weekend, probably maybe Saturday around noon, we're gonna rebuild this bad boy. Gonna rebuild this Mustang Mach 1 with. I don't think I want to put a supercharger in it. I think I want to keep it so that there's no supercharger in it. But it's going to be that color. It's going to be that like burnt red, burnt orange, with the black liveries and everything. Yeah. So without that V8 supercharged, I'm going to go through those engines and see which one has the most horsepower, and they're going to 3-star part it and go from there. So. But until then, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been a real fun one. Stay tuned. This will obviously be up on the YouTube later, and I will see you all on the next one.